Hi guys, welcome to Weekend Dev Challenge by CodeChef. So this is the part 3 of the Weekend Dev Challenge 25. So in the previous part, we were working on a project that is basically the character counter and text formatter project. In the previous part, we had done the basic overall structure using HTML, the overall framework with all the buttons. And in this particular program, in this particular video, we have to add functionality to that buttons. We had place where the user can type, etc. And then we had the buttons for that particular, that is uppercase, lowercase, etc. But we have not yet added the logic. So in this particular part, we'll be adding the logic to that. Now, let's directly jump into the code. First, we have the DOM elements, that is, we have two. One is the text input and one more is the character count. So here we'll be storing that into text input and character count respectively. After that, we have to update the character count. So when user is typing something, so the add event listener is basically for input. When a user is typing something, we have to update the character count using the value.length. The length of whatever the character was entered, we have to keep updating that. Now, we have the next button is format buttons. So by basically formatting, the first is the uppercase to uppercase. So whatever the user is entering, we have to convert that into uppercase. And then again, the character count should again be based on the length of the characters, how many ever is there. This is basically easy, just two uppercase. This is a function. After that, two lowercase. Similarly, the same program, the same function, just change the two uppercase into two lowercase. So it converts everything into lowercase, and then we have to update the character count as well. Now, one more function is to capitalize. So what is to capitalize? Is basically, if I write welcome to CodeChef, W should be capital, T should be capital, CodeChef C should be capital. So like that. Every word ka first letter should be capital. So how do we do that? Is basically, we take all the input value in a words and then we convert that into lowercase, everything into lowercase. We split the gaps, like if any space is there, we split that into separate words. And then we have to map, basically what do we do is, the character at 0, the first index, whatever the 0th index is there, the first element, that we have to convert into uppercase, to uppercase. Plus, we'll add all the other words as it is except the first one. Understood? So welcome, if it is CodeChef, so C will be the first word, so C will be capitalized. Basically, entire CodeChef would be converted into small, and then we'll split any gap, so there is no gap in CodeChef. Then the first letter, that is C, would be capital and followed by the entire CodeChef, but the first letter should be removed here because the first letter is already capitalized here. So in the next small this lowercase word, the first letter should be removed and it will be attached. Simple. Now we have to, that is what I said, this should be joined, and that should again update the length. Now this is where the length comes into picture, the actual effective use of length. So here we have removed spaces. So wherever the user has given extra spaces, so we have to check if there is any extra space along with the regular one single space. If yes, then we have to trim that. Then we have to again update the length. Then the character text is basically whatever the input value along with the text count. It should be initially 0 and the input value is initially empty. Let me run the program. I hope you guys understood the solution. Right. So I'll enter welcome to CodeChef. First to uppercase, everything is into uppercase, to lowercase, as it is how I typed. Now you can see capitalized words. Every word ka first letter is being capitalized. Now let me change it. Let me modify this by giving 5 spaces. Remove extra space. You can see it converts it to only one space and trims all the remaining extra spaces. Now clear text. This is the character length. You can see it. You can see it is 24 and then it becomes 19. So this is where the characters count comes into effect. Then clear text. Everything is gone. Let me submit the program. The test cases have passed, and that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.